Hello everybody, welcome to my second of my nature themed junk journals. This one is called Treasure. It is similar to the other one in that it has a cardstock cover that's been strengthened with several coats of liquitex. It also has protective corners. It has 4 signatures in it that are sewn in. It has this dangle made of trims and laces and strings and 2 sets of beads that I made, and it's all held on with this removable Tim Holtz clip. The back is fairly plain, and I kept it that way on purpose because this cardstock is very nice. It has a shimmer to it. I'm not sure if the camera picks that up. The front has many dangles, trims, and strings that are decorating the laces. There's some on the top and also some on the bottom. These beads on the bottom indicate where the centers of the signatures are. So on the front we have some halfback pearl with rhinestones, flower with some rhinestones, this lock and this little key, some teal fabric to match the teal of the book, this glass bead, and some chiffon. The front and back covers have been sewn for extra strength, and we have an elastic closure with a post. So inside the front cover we have a book plate for your name. Under this tuck spot we have a postcard, a coffee dyed envelope, and the inside of this front cover and the back cover are sewn with this material. There's a fair amount of sewing in this junk journal. There is some laces and some trims, and they are sewed on, as well as some of the elements are sewn. So on this lace trim we have a safety pin with a feather and some beads, and at the top here we have another beaded decoration. Inside this page we have a 6-pocket tuck spot. This idea is from YouTube, and I can't remember the first person who did this, but it's quite a nice tuck spot. It holds many tags of varying sizes, including this one at the back, which is quite large. Throughout the book we have coffee stain papers, vintage pages from books, music books, etc. I have done some stamping, some stenciling. This is a tuck spot. Here we have a journaling page that folds out in this front tuck spot, and in the back one we have more journaling pages. An old music sheet with some decoupage of a napkin on the front of it. Behind this tuck spot we have one of these little envelopes, and I make these from parchment paper and then coffee dye them. This is a journaling paper. And this tuck spot is on an envelope. Inside this part of the envelope, these are rescued vintage greeting cards. I cut tags and cards out of the front covers and reuse them. There is several in this book. Dictionary page, flora and fauna page, another journaling paper. This one folds out to a full-sized journaling page. Behind this clip is a postcard, and there are many of those in this journal as well. This is a little butterfly embellishment. Behind this number we have a decorated envelope that's coffee stained and a large tag for journaling on the back. This tuck spot is another idea off YouTube, and I don't know who came up with that first. Behind it I have this journaling folded card, and in the bottom there are 2 more tags. On this side, behind this paper clip with this metal leaf, is an envelope and a blank card for journaling. Behind this belly band is 2 cards. This is another idea I got off of either Pinterest or YouTube, and I can't remember the first person that did that idea either. A journaling card and another postcard. Some stenciling. Small tags in this tuck spot. This is another cover off a rescued vintage greeting card, and I put it on this page for a little added strength. This is an old bookkeeping book, and it's a little bit fragile. A few cards tucked in here, a child's educational card, a blank journaling card, and a lined journaling card. Under this clip is an envelope folded. It's a faux envelope that you can journal inside, and it holds on this postcard. This is the other side of the envelope, and tucked in there is another rescued card front for journaling on. On this side we have a vellum flip with a tag behind it. Here we have a music page, and I think this is the Tim Holtz napkin for decoupaging on that page. Another rescued card front that I fussy cut with another little tag. This is vintage wallpaper. I think it was the trim. And it's really nice to use because it's already fussy cut. Makes nice tuck spot for this large postage or postcard. A paper clip up here with a banner and a leaf. Behind these 2 large tuck spots is this journaling card. And this is another page that has a sewed-on trim with a bead trim and a wooden bird. And that's the end of the first signature. The inside of the first page of the second signature, a vellum flip with some journaling space, a large tag, and the tuck spot has been collaged. This is a page I printed some strawberries on. This is an old music page, been reinforced for strength. Has a tag and an old large playing card. On this page I printed some mourning doves. A collage corner pocket with this little tag. Under here we have 2 more journaling cards. More tissue paper collage from Tim Holtz. Some stamping. On this page, I included this element in all of my books. Behind this piece of acetate that's been sewn on is a dried rose from my flower garden. Inside this is the second signature, the center of it, with these beaded elements. A large postcard. A large tag. And another front of a rescued greeting card. Another one of my coffee dyed envelopes. Inside here is a piece of vellum and a small journaling book with about 8 pages in it. And this opens out for another spot to journal. Coffee dyed paper. On the back of it is another vellum top spot with 2 tags and a piece of paper for journaling. Behind this clip is another postcard. There's some stamping on this page. In this tuck spot we have a journaling card and another journaling card, a postcard. That strawberry page I printed. This is an over the page double tag. It has a tag in this tuck spot in the front. It opens up for journaling space, and on the back it has a vintage playing card. And the clip has 2 butterflies on it. And that's the end of the second signature. The front of the third signature has these 2 large tags inside this tuck spot and a coffee dyed paper for journaling. It's also sewn on with this trim for decoration. Held on with this bobby pin with a blue owl is an envelope that's been coffee dyed and collaged. Some punching of the corners and some stamping. Inside this flower tuck spot we have a repurposed envelope with a window. It has a tag inside, and fastened to the tag is another little tag made from book pages. This is an envelope with more Tim Holtz decoupage on it. This flap is held down with magnets, and it has a large journaling card inside. This little clip holds in this tag. It's been backed with coffee dyed paper. This is repurposed from a Kleenex box. It fit the theme. Inside this coffee dyed doily we have another postcard. On this page, tucked behind this tuck spot, is another faux envelope for journaling on. Here we have a large postcard again. A coffee dyed tea bag with a little tag in it. And this corner pocket flips up for more journaling space. Another little tuck here. Another tuck spot here that's been collaged with this large tag. And this folds right out for a full journaling page. More journaling paper here. That's a receipt, coffee dyed. This belly band holds on this journaling folded card. Another tuck spot with a tag. This is the center of the third signature, has these butterflies. This spot has another tuck spot behind it, and this folds down for more journaling. In this tuck spot, here's one of these cards I make from leftover cardstock that I have left from trimming my digital kits. I weave them and then I back them with lined paper and do a little bit of collaging on the front. I have a tutorial on this on my YouTube channel. Fastened here with this paper clip with a banner is this folder, room for journaling. On this side we have a large tag under this belly band, and this is the other side of that page that flips right out for more journaling space. Behind this large numbered tuck spot is an element that I made. This is more journaling papers and a tuck spot here. A tag behind this belly band. Another postcard. A large paper clip with some metal embellishments, bird cage, a feather, and it holds these two tags in place. This is the back side of the envelope with a large journaling card in it. Another large postcard held on with this paper clip with this metal embellishment. And under this tuck spot we have another over the page element. Has a tag in the front of this pocket and more journaling pages. There's about 8 pages in there. And it's just held on with that tuck spot. That's the end of the third signature. The fourth signature has this tuck spot with a large tag. Another one of my envelopes with a little tag. Decorated lace trim, a little bit of pin and beads down here with some lace. And up here we have more beads. A long tag in that tuck spot. An envelope. Postcard inside. And on the back side another little tag in this tuck spot. This paper clip has a little turtle embellishment. On this side we have another folded page for journaling. This is tracing paper, and because it's a little bit weak I put this faux leather trim on it, did a bit of collaging, and inside is another long tag. Tucked in here we have another coffee dyed envelope with another page for journaling on that folds out. This is a children's reader page. Here under this collage tuck spot we have another large postcard. And behind this belly band there is more papers for journaling. This too is tracing paper, so I've sewed this trim on to give it a bit of strength. With this feather on the other side, and it holds this journaling paper. This is the center of the last signature, decorated with these beads. Here we have a large tag tucked in here, and this little booklet with some journaling pages. A collage spot here with a pin, button, some beads. Over here as well, a collage spot with another pin and some beads and a button. Tucked in here we have another tag and another one back here. Behind this belly band is another faux envelope, page folded up for journaling. Here we have a postcard under this paper clip. This is a double envelope. Another one of my envelopes with a little tag in it. And an eco envelope with dried flowers inside the eco paper. Tuck spot with another card on graph paper. A large envelope, coffee dyed, with another large tag in it. This is a double tuck spot, one at the back and one here at the front with this small plain card. And tucked in the back side we have another tag and a folder. Here, tucked in the bottom of this envelope, we have a matchbook journaling spot with about 10 pages in it. Under this clip, we have another large postcard. A little bit of stenciling on this page, and on the lace another little clip with a pair of mourning doves. I don't know if you can see those. And on the back page we have one more of those large postcards, and under the belly band a double envelope again. This one I made. This one is a vintage envelope. You can see it has a horse-drawn carriage. It's quite old. I don't know how old. And they are held on with this vellum belly band with some decoupaging. And that is the last page of my book. I hope you enjoyed it and didn't find it too long. And thank you for watching.